I was reading yesterday. A kid died in Harrowingdale. About our age, this girl. They shot her 37 times. Can you imagine? 37. They say she was one of the rebels.
I've made a decision. I should probably have talked to you about it. But you know how I am sometimes.
What are you saying?
I'm going back. I love you, Eva. But I'm going back to Orsini. To an Oak's true home.
Home?
Denanan Kearlinan, Kotlet Orsini. Yeah. Home.
You know I don't speak the language, Osborne. I wish I could learn.
It's not designed to be spoken by an elf. Without tusks. Not really. It means my tongue aches to sing in Orsini again. I cannot keep writing in this common tongue shite. I need to sing in Orsini again.
Common tongue shite?
What?
Nothing. Just... your poems for me were in common tongue. No, it's fine. Keep going. Sorry. I won't make a scene if that's what you're worried about. I'll keep my pointy little ears right where they are and I'll listen.
I wish I could explain it in a way which... I wish I could show you the rivers, Eva. When the sun's setting, they glow red, like a liquid fire. There's this island between Ilium and Carthian, in a delta where 3 rivers meet, the Trevium. In summer, they set a bonfire there, and they keep it burning all through till the solstice. They cover the wood in oils, and they burn flowers. Smoke is sweet and heavy, and you can taste it in the air. On the solstice, they take the tusks of those who've died that year in the village and add them to the fire, so we can breathe in the strength of those who came before us. It must seem so silly to you. So cruel.
Well, you've always been a little cruel. I don't mean that unkindly. But if you leave, who'll look after your plants? Have you thought about that? And when you're there, who'll tell you when you've forgotten your jacket? And be with you when you're overwhelmed and start stimming to know where it is? Have you thought about that? Why didn't you just ask?
Ask what?
For me to come with you. I would have said yes if you'd asked. I'd have followed you anywhere.
I couldn't ask you to follow me into the middle of a war. I couldn't.
And if you get caught, they'd send you to prison, Osborne. To a men's prison. You know they would, if they don't just shoot you where you stand like that girl. Why are you scared for me, but not for you?
I'm scared. I'm terrified, Eva. But I've never made any decision ever in all my life out of fear. And you make me brave. I remember the way you held my hand when you walked with me to pick up my first prescription, and I couldn't ask you to just abandon everything for Orsini, for my people, but you can't ask me not to go. It's my home.
When you moved in with me, when we walked into the flat together and you put your coat on the hook and made some stupid joke, that was the first time, coming through that door, that I felt like I was coming home. Because you were there at my side. You are home to me, Osborne. My homeland is wherever you are.
When I was a kid, I'd look out the window at night. I could see most of Orsini, Vanier, Xoran's Mount, Harrowingdale, and Carthian on the east, only when the mists had held off and the sky was as clear as glass. The lights of all those cities lit up the whole sky, as if the darkness was an ocean and those lights were islands. In between those void seas, there were these little pinpricks of love and civilization and hope and home. Little pinpricks of light which somebody somewhere called home. Every time I've written you a poem, I've written it in Orsini, in my language, and then I've translated it into common, so you could understand it.
And I love you for that. I do. But you don't have to. I want to learn your language. You're not asking too much of me, you're not. I'd be honoured to learn it.
I'd be honoured to teach you. And to show you the rivers and the mountains, and to fight with you by my side. And to stand one day, to stand hand in hand in my home, in the capital, next to you. On a day when the walls of every prison fall, and all the cages are torn open, and there is nothing but love. Love and peace, land and bread.
Ava was played by Rina Mahoney and Osba by Abigail Thorn. Atthis was written by Jane Morris. The dramaturgs were Sophie Ellaby and Andrew Sterry. The sound engineer was Louis Blatherwick, sound designer and composer was John Nichols, and the director was Polly Thomas. Atthis was a naked production for Pentabus.